Hi guys, this is the Neverending Reader. I'm Brittany and welcome to my TBR. So first things first, I know I said I was going to vlog all the way up to the readathon starting on the 15th, but my grandmother had like a pretty bad medical emergency and so I did not do that. I've been with her at the hospital. Good news is she's discharged today, so everything's going to be calming down, more or less stressful, and I can focus better on reading, and my homework would be a good idea. But anyways, let's hop into the TBR. So the first thing I want to talk about is Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. This is like a zombie story, but it's really kind of silly the way that it's told, and the zombies are like not your typical zombies that you would see on The Walking Dead or the ones that you grew up seeing on television. They are, I guess, kind of there, whereas a normal zombie would be like brainless. These zombies kind of have thought, but not much of it. And so this is like a zombie love story, but it's told like in a very silly, entertaining way. So I am about 44 pages into this now and I am enjoying it so far, so I will be reading this. Next up is The Shining by Stephen King. I do not plan on finishing this month. This will be over the next 2 months, so I'll probably just read a little bit here and there and then hopefully finish it in November, but I'm sure you guys know what this is about. A man and his family go to a hotel or a resort and they take care of it for the winter, and he goes insane, or they all go insane. I'm not really sure. I think I've seen the movie a long time ago, but I don't remember anything about it. So yes, I will be reading a little bit of this. I will also be reading 3 middle grade novels. They are all by Mary Downing Hahn, and they are all ghost stories. There's really not much to them aside from the fact that they are ghost stories and they are like small middle grade. So the first is Deep and Dark and Dangerous. The second is The Ghost of Crutchfield Hall, and then the third is Took. I am reading Took right now. I've read a couple pages of it, 46. It's very spooky, very atmospheric, and perfect for October, so I am enjoying this. And yeah, hopefully I can finish this week. Next up, I will be reading Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. I read The Good Girl by Mary Kubica last month, and I really enjoyed it. It was a pretty solid, I think I gave it 3 stars, which is pretty good for me when it comes to thrillers. They rarely get a 5-star from me, but I enjoy them regardless. So this one is about a woman who finds like a woman and a baby, and they're homeless and they need help, and so she welcomes the woman and the baby into her home, and then they start finding out like, I don't know, information about this woman with the baby, and the wife that has invited the woman into her home has to make a decision on what to do about this whole situation and how much she's willing to help, and I think there's probably a mystery, and I don't know. So I am planning on reading this. I'm excited for it, and yeah. I will also be reading through Slasher Girls and Monster Boys. I got this from Book Outlet, and it came literally slashed. So this is an anthology by a bunch of different authors about, well, just spooky stuff. I've read the first story. That one was by, I think, Nova Ren Suma. Let me give it a check real quick. Yeah, it's The Birds of Azalea Street by Nova Ren Suma. I hated it. 1 star. Horrible. I don't know why it was even in here. After I read the story, I did look up the author on Goodreads, and she had written, I think it was called The Walls Around Us. I remember it was about an insane asylum, and I read it a long time ago, and apparently I gave it a 2-star, so maybe this author just isn't for me. But I also saw that Leigh Bardugo is in here somewhere, and I am excited to read stuff from her that I haven't already read. And then there's Marie Lu and Jay Kristoff, so yeah, hopefully these start getting better because the first story was atrocious. Next up, I have Living Dead Girl by Elizabeth Scott. I already read this. I gave it a 3-star. It is about a girl who has been kidnapped. She was kidnapped when she was 10, and she is now 15 years old, and the man who kidnapped her is indicating that she is now too old for him now that she is 15, and she needs to find him a different little girl. And so this was really uncomfortable and disturbing, and as I said, I gave it 3 stars, but I'm not sure that I'm actually going to stick to that rating. It might be a 4-star, it might be a 2-star. I'll let you know how I feel about it in my wrap-up. And the last thing I have is What She Left Behind by Tracy Bylan. This is about a girl and her mother, and they are planning to escape their house because she has an abusive father, and the day I believe that they are supposed to leave, her mother turns up missing, and so the girl needs to see what happened to her mother. And yeah, it's pretty short. I am excited to read it. It's only about 230 pages, and yeah, this should be interesting. So those are the books that I'm planning to read in October, but these are not my readathon books. My readathon TBRs will be going up a day or two before the readathons, maybe even the day of. These are just things that I'd like to get to regardless of readathons. And then I might as well include my FridayFrightAthon books here. Let me grab my Kindle. So every Friday there is a new book that we are all reading for FridayFrightAthon. This is hosted by some lovely girls over on Instagram. I know Mel to the Any is one of the hosts, and so this first Friday, which is already gone, so this week we are reading I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. And then the other books, there's 3 other books that are taking place, so I guess next Friday will be one, and then the next Friday and the next. I'm not sure which one comes next, but I know that The Death of Mrs. Westaway is one, and then If We Were Villains is one. So I have them here on my Kindle. That's how I've been reading. I'm reading I'll Be Gone in the Dark now, obviously, and then the last book, I think it's the last book, the last Friday of the month, is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. So I will be reading all of these with those lovely girls over on Instagram. So yeah, it's kind of a readathon, read along, but not so like strict with challenges and stuff, so I'll just include it here. So that is it, guys. I'll see you in the next video with a book haul or a wrap up, and I will see you soon. Bye!